Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vormithrax. This is Thea the Awakening, and I think we're about to have some fights. So let's see how things go. So this is the big situation right here. We got a bandit camp I've been trying to get down to take care of. I stepped down with all my movement points, not noticing or knowing, because these were in a dark area, that I had two different three-skull groups of bandits kind of in the area. So I'm out of movement points. I'm going to have to rest, and this could be an ugly turn. So let's see what happens. Ah, they moved away from me. Alright. And then they moved back. Alright, I'm going straight for the camp. We'll deal with those guys if we have to after the fact. So we know about that. That is back in Ostoya. Alright, so our crafting finished up on our next pike. Alright, so our two guys dropped off of that. But we are gaining research points each time we do that. So we need 13 points to go up a level. That we know about. Yep. Alright, so let's get back into town. Production. Crafting. I think I'm going to, let's see, we're out of bird meat I think, so we're going to have to find a different thing to craft for food. So cooked meals, fruit, I need a fruit, vegetable, or fish. Yeah, guess we'll do that for a few rounds. And we'll just use regular wood, so we're back to making rabbit stew again, confirm. And let's put, I guess it doesn't really matter. We're just going to do some heavy-duty food production for a while. So him by himself is enough to double that up. So we'll get good production there, and let's do that. So 46, that'd be what, 92, then 132, 138 I think. So I think we're going to triple up that one. So we'll see what happens here. Alright, so production's done. Let's go take a look at our Expedition 2, see how these guys are doing. Production. Alright, so we pulled off a Nimblewood. We're doing fish and gold. And I'm debating the gold portion of this. They're at 1400 out of 2150. We've got 20, 28, and 24. It's enough to do, hopefully, a few different items that we can craft that'll give us some really good benefits and some research points. So the question is, what would be best to put our time into? As it is here, I don't have enough points. I do have enough points to triple that up. No, double it up, I mean. So it needs 120, I've got 260, so I've got enough to double that up. I think I'll do a couple of rounds of that so we can get a good supply of fish. Then I'm going to have to make a decision. Do I head back or do I shuffle over? I'd love to grab some mushrooms and some vegetables while we're out here. So I think I'll do one, maybe two turns of fish, then I'll shuffle over and we'll do a couple of turns of these, and then we'll head back. Weight depending. Alright, so that's the plan. So far they haven't been attacked. I'm really hoping they don't get attacked. So, we're down to the big one. I don't know what this is going to be like, so we're going to try to move on to the bandit camp.
You track down the bandit hideout, situated in an old mine shaft. There is a dark tunnel leading into the decrepit mines. You go down the tunnel and come to an underground chamber, where clearly the bandits held their hideout. You see the bodies of the robbers spread out on the floor, their skin bloated and greenish. You see what looks like a severely overgrown death cap, lying in the middle of the room and spreading strange green spores in the air. Going in any further will mean fighting with whatever killed these bandits.
Hmm. Do I take the chance of going in? I don't know what the fight would be like, if there's going to be a fight. It says sickness in brackets. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. Am I going to have to do a fight and then be sick when I come out and have to go visit that healer location? Or if I win the fight, do I not get sick? A little fuzzy on just what's going to happen here. Or I can just say, nope, they're dead and leave. I'm tempted to say, nope, they're dead and leave. I've got 2 more fights when I come out of this place. I think that's going to be... If I didn't have those guys sitting outside, I'd probably go ahead and try this. But I don't want to come out of here wounded and or sick and then have to fight those 2 groups, so I'm just going to leave.
You turn around and leave the hideout. It seems fate did the job for you, and there are no more reports of bandit attacks, at least not from this bunch.
Alright, so does that mean these guys are gone as well? Still got 4 movement points. Let's do 3 to get to here, and then, oops, then we'll decide. Alright, so they didn't disappear. I've got 1 point left. I could camp to grab some spider silk and see what they do, or I could try to attack this one here. No guts, no glory. Let's attack. Alright, planning is for weaklings. Attack. It's a fight. 3 skull. Or we can do it this way, the easy way, or, well, you know how the rest goes. We can try to manipulate them with a social. Or we can do a assassinate sneak. I like the assassinate sneak. I don't think I've done one of those. Let's try that. You lay in wait, still as a statue, ready to pounce. Wait for the perfect moment and then kill them. Alright, you started a challenge with 7x sneaking. How do you want to resolve it? I don't know what this is going to be like. This is probably a bad choice. But let's see what happens. Alright, so my group gets split 3 and 3. There's an example of sneak. So I get 1 play. So 8 plus 4, so he's got 12 points basically, and then what's this symbol here? Effect leech. Leeching damage causes the attacker to gain that much life. Alright, so they've got a life drain effect effectively. And look at the damage on my guys. Almost all zeros. It's going to be a little hard to win a fight when none of my guys can do any damage. Jeez. Well, this is definitely going to fail. Horribly. So my bow guy again, who normally I like to see over in my tactics area, now is the one I need to have in my combat area. Lovely. Oh man, this is going to go horribly. I wish you could... I guess I don't understand the information they give me enough at the beginnings of these challenges to have any idea whether I'm going to be effective at it or not. It seems like you have to play through the entire game, experience a bunch of these challenges, get your ass just handed to you a bunch of times to figure out whether it's a good idea to do or not. Because I really couldn't tell from that beginning screen whether I was going to be any good at this, and apparently I am not. I mean, 0 damage, 2 damage, 0 damage, 0 damage, 3 damage. So it just seems pretty unforgiving for a new player to run into these situations where you just don't have enough info ahead of time to know what to pick. I had a rough idea that I probably wouldn't be very good at this. I hadn't done a sneaking assassination type choice before, and I've just basically gotten handed a big dollop of bad news confirmation that this is really going to suck. And there's probably going to be pretty bad consequences to me losing this challenge. Alright, well, How to deal with this. Look at this. Counter Tactic 18. Good lord. Who the hell is that? That's not my new guy. That's my new guy. Jeez. Based on will, based on stealth, based on perception, dex, and stealth as well. Confuse of 8. Huh. Well, how to do this the best. So I've got a first action 4, so either of these two I can move to the front of the line. So it's nice that I can finally get a first action going if I don't use it for one of these other effects. I can counter tactic and counter offense, so I can probably level 7? Maybe I can't. I'm going to hope level 7 is the highest level of these. I've seen sometimes the same card will have an upgraded version, so that might be the upgraded or it might be a lower level version, so they might have 8s. I don't know. So I could counter tactic, guaranteed successfully, get rid of one of these. I could confuse from this card, and I could counter attack tactic probably for sure, and possibly a counter an offense. So all three of them have things they can do, but without any damage, I just don't see how I can possibly win this. I mean, is this actually going to hit for 2 and heal me for 2? Or is this going to hit for nothing? Am I going to get no healing because I'm not doing... Well, I guess he hits for 2, but... Like this guy. Do I have to actually do damage with this in order to get this ability? Or does this by itself actually do damage? I don't know. Dobby Amar, poor guy. Just going to absorb some hits. How to go about this? There's 7 of these cards, and I have no damage output. I'm thinking I have to get this guy out as they get closer and use him in that capacity, but if I put him out right now, he's going to get sandwiched between 2, and he'll probably die in the first round before he even gets an attack. So he won't even get to use his 7 damage. He'll be dead before the next round starts and he gets unconfused. I could confuse that first one, but that would be my only action, and then he would get at least one more card down. Then I'd have 2 guys in front of me before I'd get my action. I just don't see how I could possibly kill 7 of these things with no damage dealing. I can counter 2 of them. That's still going to leave 5. And again, with no damage dealing potential. I just don't see any way to possibly do this without having any damage dealing. There's no way I can get my one guy who can do damage out and keep him alive until he can actually hit. So, does it not tell me consequences to this? Forfeit, the challenge will end, but when retreating from a fight, your people may receive some additional damage. I think I need to forfeit. I don't see a possibility of winning this challenge. And I think they're all high enough health that none of them will fall into the heavily... Well, I don't know. These 2 might fall into it if they take 4 or 5 points. We'll see. I'm gonna forfeit it. There's just no way. I have no damage output whatsoever, and with 7 cards, there's no combination I can foresee that's gonna let me finish this. So it was a bad choice to try to do. So let's just forfeit, take our lumps, see what happens. God damn it! Oh wait, no, she doesn't have a blood splat, so only one of them got hit. Only Dobyaslava, and she had the most hit points, so that's fine. All right, I'm happy about that. So we didn't succeed in the assassination plan. Now we have to fight, apparently. One of your people gets hit before you're all attacked. Alright. Bandit Captain, Bandit Fighters, Bandit Shooter. I'm definitely not auto-resolving. Alright, so, unfortunately, Dobyaslava got hit. She ended up over here. God damn medic. I gotta get this guy traded out. He's so useless, and especially over here in my combat group. Whenever he ends up over here, I just wince. Okay, so Bandit Fighter, not too tough. 7 health. It actually does a lot of damage, though. That's 19 damage, and that's just a fighter. Holy crap. I can confuse up to a level 7, confuse 8. Only first action 3, so I can't use that. Shield ally is pretty useless. Might be able to counter one of these tactics, and I think that's probably the best choice with Urban here. Because that's only worth a single point. That's useless. That's not really helpful. So I've got one card choice. Do I want to get somebody out? Whoever I put out is going to get hit really hard. Not quite enough to stop it all, but that'll stop 90% of the damage from this first guy. Unless I choose to confuse him. Actually, no. I can stick Radavage out. He will have piercing damage. He's going to pierce for enough to kill that first guy, and he'll be in front of the line. That's my best play. I like that. That's awesome. Now, he'll get to go first, and he's going to hit for 28, whatever shows up here next, so that's perfect. That opens up a lot more options. So that guy's going to be dead before he gets a turn. Alright, now I can put out 2 cards. I can... That guy's already confused. I think I'm going to win this fight pretty easily now. Alright, so I think next I'll throw him out. He can absorb quite a bit of hit. And that guy's dead from this. He'll be out in front of whatever he plays next. If he plays the warrior, I can confuse him. Or from the attacker, I can confuse him. Or I can do counter tactic and hope that's a level 3 like the others. So 2 cards. Yeah, I think I'm going to play him out. And I'm going to do this counter tactic. Oh, clicking the wrong thing. Apparently that's higher level, so that was a waste. Oh well. Probably the leader. Yep, that's the bandit leader. Our captain. Alright, well at least she's at the far end. So, as it stands right now, that person is dead. He's going to hit this one. 31 health though. I'm only going to hit for 15. Not confused. So I need to confuse. Because get closer isn't really as helpful. If I confuse that person, I'm going to do most of the damage, and then the second round, that person will kill there. And I need to do 30. Going to hit for 16, which I can absorb. I think we're fine, so I'm going to confuse... Actually, I can confuse with this person, and then shield ally, this one. Give me even more defense against that hit. What does this do? Oh, that's the lead. Alright. So yeah, I think that'll work. So we're going to confuse. That way all of his guys are confused. We're going to shield ally. Or do I... No, I don't want to put this out because that would be behind those guys, so that's not really going to help. So, shield ally, and I'm not even going to bring him out. Alright. Hopefully it goes the way I expect, and everything will be dead. Won't quite kill that, but that's okay. I've got enough that I can absorb it. Alright, so this shouldn't be a problem. Shuffled everything up again. Let's... I don't remember what level that guy was. Doesn't really matter though. I'm going to go out with my heavy hitter. Dobiamar gets to go first. That's fine. He's only got 22 health, so he's dead. Just in case, we will throw out Confuse. Oops, level 7. Can't quite do it. So all of that's useless. We can shield ally for a massive amount. Support ally increases the offense, which we don't need. I've already got first action, but I can do a first action for 7, so I can throw her out. And then just, so I so seldom get to use this, I'm going to throw first action on her. They both get to go first. Then we will... useless. I have to remember I can first action Dobiamar in the future. That could be useful. And we're done. Alright. All in all, not too bad. That's from the previous thing. So we've won. We got some bones, some vegetables. That's different. A pavis. Alright. With elven wood and a sharpstone leg. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Well, I know better than to try to do an assassination now. So we're down to 0, so unfortunately I can't camp. So we won't get the healing, but that's alright. I got some woodland critters coming near, do we? Don't care. Villager's Idol. This is my crafting people. Alright, let's have the meat, so we can't do more of that. Let's cancel that and start fresh. What do we got? That, and... actually, let's use the vegetables. The vegetables and the fruit. And the wood for some Lexo. Vorm. And we'll put Elchi, barely not enough to double that up. Alright, let's put you on instead. So we double that up. And let's do another pike. What do we got that'd be good for this? Sure, that looks good. There, and right there. Gold thread. 8 damage, piercing, and 3 will. 8. That gives 10. 10 damage and 3 will. Oh, don't have enough. Yeah, that doesn't change anything. Alright, let's stick with that arrangement there. And we get it exactly to 1 turn. That's convenient. Let's do a couple of these. Got enough for 2. That'll work. Okay, that I know about. Lots of fish. fruit and meat. Alright, let's go check our expedition real quick. Our expedition 2, that is. Okay, so we're at 24 and 28, and let's switch to production here. So 24 and 28. We've got 59 fish. We're at 1500. I'm going to do one more turn. We'll do one more turn of fishing, and then we're going to relocate. Not sure whether we'll go back to the village or if we'll just shuffle over and do some more gathering. I think I'll shuffle over and try to get a couple of turns in over here as well. Okay, so they're done. That's done, so we're down here. So Dobyaslava's at 13 out of 18. If she goes down to 6 is the 30% point. So she's got 7 more points she could take. So I think we're still good to just keep fighting. So I'm going to go after these bandits again. Alright, so fight, manipulate, sneak. I'm not trying that again, we're just going to fight. One captain, so it's exact same setup as before. What did I get group-wise? Goddamn medic keeps ending up over here. Alright, I got one of my piercing and I got my blunt, but my other heavy hitters are over here. That fucking medic. I need a combat medic, not an old man medic. This guy sucks. He's a stay-at-home in the village medic is what he is. I've got to get... the next kid's definitely going to be a medic, because this is just irritating having him in here. Alright, so what are we going to do? We got the random roll to go first. I'm not going to put out my spear guy. We're going to go with Dobyaslava and see what they do. Alright, Captain comes out, and it does not have... Damn it, Captain's got just enough life to survive the 2 rounds. Currently I'm doing 18. So first round knocks just over half, second round doesn't quite kill the Captain off, unless I can support the ally, which I do have the option to do. But I've also got counter offense on that character. I've also got first action on that person that I could do, but I think this is the best play, once again. So we're definitely going to do this, and then we'll react further after that. Now, she's going to kill that guy by the second, or actually it'll be dead in the first round, but I'll have to deal with this. So, probably bring out, yep, okay. Alright, so now how to deal with it. I've got both of my hitters out. If I do... I could confuse that one with this guy, which is probably the best play. I've still got to confuse here as well. Neither of these are going to be too useful. So I think I'm just going to confuse, and then counter tactic? I only get one play right now. So if I do the counter tactic now to get rid of that, then I can confuse and confuse. So all 3 of these will be confused. So what will happen is first round hits, doesn't quite kill, hits and kills, and then I'm done. Next round starts, hits, doesn't quite kill, so I'm going to have one guy that's going to get a hit in. And I've got no armor on this person, so that won't quite work the way I want. I could... how to do this? I could counter offense. Let's see, if I support ally, it's still not quite enough to kill that thing. That'll only get me to 25 damage. So it still won't kill the captain for Dobyaslava by herself. Now, alternatively, I could do get closer right here. If I do get closer, that'll get him out before this card comes out. How best to do this? I could bring him a Slav out right now. He's got the piercing damage, so he's going to hit this guy for 6. And I've only got one card though, and I'm trying to prevent him from getting more stuff out. Really, it mostly comes down to these options and how best to use it. No, no. I could shield ally for 18, but these guys hit hard enough that it's really only going to protect against one blow. Is that enough? Because if I shield ally, he's going to get both of those other 2 cards out. One of which will be confused. That'll give him 4 things in the field, and I'm not doing enough damage to kill 4 things. And I'll take several big hits. You're a guy. A counter offense, he's going to get that second tactic out. I think through the combinations here. So I counter offense, gets rid of his offense card. On his turn he's going to play that second bandit fighter. It'll be confused. The problem is that second bandit fighter is still going to be up at the end of the second round and is going to get an attack. And I have no defense on Urban. It won't be enough to kill him or give him a deep wound. Maybe I just have to take that hit. I don't see another way of really effectively doing this. Alternatively, I just can't see how I can let him get all 4 of these cards out. I just don't have enough fighters in that mix. If I remember right, if I do get closer, he does get the movement benefit of this. So he would get placed here, I believe. But he wouldn't get any attack or damage this first initial round. Then he's going to play a card, probably his fighter. I could confuse that one. This guy is going to get an 11-point hit. Unless I do first action on my guy. Maybe that's what I do. If I put him out... Actually, if I do get closer on him... doesn't help to get these guys out early, or get these out ahead of these, because he's going to have two people that are going to be able to hit me this first round, and I don't have any defenses I can put on this guy. So even if I could get him into an advanced position, he's going to get hit twice, which I can't afford. I don't think that's worth it, because I would have to use the first action. Well, let's see, if I did get closer, he goes here. First round occurs, my guys are going to hit him, but not quite kill him. Wait, what am I thinking here? First round, Bandit Captain's dead. Then my guy's not going to get to fight because he's going to be confused. Then he's going to have... Let's see, I can confuse the next warrior he puts out. So he'll have one guy that can hit me. So if I put him out... Okay, I think what I'm going to try is I'm going to go ahead and put him out now. He'll slot into here. That'll be then my turn. He's going to play a card. I'm going to hold my confuse until this other fighter's out. And then I'm going to support, or I'm going to shield ally. That's 18 points of defense. That should be enough to absorb the damage. Yeah, let's try it. I don't want to puzzle this out any further. So we're going to say, get closer. So we did, what? Oh, we did the damage? Holy crap. I didn't think he would get the damage, but he actually did damage. No, he couldn't. Wait a minute, what's going on here? He wasn't already wounded. So he lost 10 points. How did he lose 10 points? I mean, it should have been either nothing or 14 points. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Whatever, I'll take it. Alright, so I'm done with that. I'm assuming that's, yep, that's what came out. Big surprise. That's an even tougher one. That's funny. It's a lower level guy with a little bit more hit points and 18 damage instead of 11 blunt. Huh. That's a lot of damage. But, so, now my play is to do confuse on that new guy. Then I'm going to shield ally on the only guy that's going to get hit. So, we're going to confuse you. And we're going to shield ally. And I am not putting the stupid medic out. Because if I put the medic out, he's going to go here. And there's a chance that guy will hit him and kill him. So, no thank you. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh. No, the answer is still no. Okay, not surprising. Dead, and half the damage passed through. Dead. And dead. Whew. Man. Alright. I'm very happy we got that figured out. That was a little more of a brain teaser than I usually run into. Okay, that looks like a good shield. Haven't seen one of those before. A silky vest. Alright. Round shield, mushroom, bird's meat, and a grave longsword. Pure granite makes for a grave killing machine. Alright. Okay, we've still got 3 movement points left. We took no damage beyond what we had already taken. I think I have enough to get to these animals. Let's go ahead and do it and see if we can do a hunting run. Alright, we'll just do hunting, get to hunting. We're going to auto-resolve that. And we got some meat, some fur, some leather, and really a dart of darkness. That I'll definitely have to take a look at. Grab the loot and leave. Okay, we've got 1 point left, which is just enough for us to set up a camp. We've got materials around us. The only one I can activate is the leather. Go ahead and set up to gather that. 90 points. That's 90 exactly, so that's all I need for that. So I guess we will... Alright, that's enough for that. Almost enough for that. Alright, that'll work. Okay, well that went a hell of a lot better than I thought it was going to. I was really worried about that second fight at first, but I'm glad we puzzled out a way of getting through that without taking a hit. So, practice and experience will kind of make those a little easier as time goes by, I'm assuming. Goblin Village, Divine Quest. Alright, we're just going to let things ride from there, but I'm going to call the episode to a close here. It's running a little longer than I expected, so hope you'll join me for the next episode, and have a great day. Bye-bye.